Welcome back to By Grace Beauty. Welcome back. Yes, welcome back. I'm so glad to be back in it. It's just so, it feels good to have an outlet to share and to talk and get feedback. That's really important to me, to get the feedback that I have been getting from videos that I posted. Some of the videos have been up for years, and people are still watching them and sending me comments or questions. And I do answer every question, every comment, because I think it's the least I can do. That's just not. You should be considerate, right? People are considerate enough to watch your content and listen to you babble. Then you should be courteous enough to respond. So yeah, thanks to everybody who comments and who watches, who gives me a thumbs up, who shares, who likes, who gives me constructive feedback. And even those who don't always say the nicest things, God bless you. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about my hair. Okay, so I think in the previous video I did announce that I had turned 50. So I just felt like I wanted to do something different. When I first went natural, I went natural solely because I saw I had a little bit of breakage in the back of my hair, and I saw a curl. I had been wearing wigs, and because I was wearing wigs so much, I never got around to doing a touch-up on my relaxer. Okay, so that just went on for months and months and months and months, and probably like 6 to 9 months later, I had all this new growth that was taking like 3 years, or not 3 years, 3 hours to detangle. And one day I had, some of it had broke off, like the relaxed part had broke off, and I saw a curl, and it looked really beautiful. So I was like, oh, and for have been relaxed 30 years, I didn't know exactly what my natural hair would look like. I just remember it being very hard to comb when I was a child. My mother would comb it, and it would, your head would be really sore because she would use that Afro comb, and she would be yanking and pulling, and then she go in with the hot comb and yank and pull, so then your head would be sore for 2 or 3 days afterwards. So that's all I really remember about the early days. And when I was 16, my sister went, no, my mom did give me permission at 16. You know how anybody can get a relaxer now? You give your kids relaxers at 3 years old. A 10-year-old is old enough to say I'm going to have a relaxer, but I was 16 before I was able to talk my mother into allowing me to get a relaxer. And I had to wait until after the swimming season was over in school, right? So you're in high school, in gym you have certain classes you have to take, so I had to wait until the swimming section of gym was over before I could get the relaxer. So yeah, so I really have no experience at that stage. I think I was 41, 42 when I cut it off. I can't remember, but it was way back there, like maybe about 8 years, at least 8 years, when I cut it off. But anyway, so when I saw that, I got all excited, like that one little curl, like, ooh, my hair is gonna look like this and that. So I cut it off, and I thought, like, yeah, I'm gonna look like, okay, let's just call some names. I thought it was gonna look like Mahogany Curls or Mo Nose hair, based on how it looked in its wet stage, and it was elongated. Okay, let me think of who else. Kimberly Sherrill. It's so many people got this like fantastic wash and go look, right? So I'm thinking, hey, my curls gonna look like this. Let me cut all my hair off. So I cut off all the relaxed hair, and I was stuck with this afro. Now I wasn't ready for that, because I cut my hair off because I thought I was gonna have these like ringlets, okay? And in my mind, you know, that is what beauty was in natural hair, right? Now, of course, over these years, I've learned different, right? I grew up and I'm educated on it, and I am more empowered. I feel more safe and confident. Um, Through that stage when I cut it off, and it was like just afro, and I didn't really know what to do with it, and I was trying to make it look like these other curl patterns that people have that I equated to beauty, right? So I'm trying all these different products, and yeah, it wasn't working out. So I was just like, this is not what I was looking for. So I was upset and disappointed and embarrassed and didn't want to go out. So I reverted back to the wig thing. I kept my hair like twisted and braided underneath, and that went on for like 2 months. And because it was like, I want to say June or July, I cut it off, one of those months. And then by September, the Lord was like, it's time, hey, wear your hair. And he called me by name and said, wear your hair. So I took the wig off, and I had it in twist at that point. So I took the twist out, and I'm trying to pick it and make it look bigger than what it is. And I put on these big sunglasses because I didn't want people to know it was me. Like, who knows me, right? So I don't know what I was thinking, but I wasn't really ready. I wasn't planning on going natural, so mentally I was not prepared. That was the bottom line. So I go out, and I'm getting all these compliments from black people, from white people, from Asian people. They looking like, what is going on with this girl hair? It's so pretty. And I'm getting like accolades, stares, and can I look, and can I see, and then it got to the can I touch, and I'm like, no, that's just, you're just going too far. Don't be like, this is not the petting zoo. Okay, so okay, off topic, but anyway, so those early stages I really didn't appreciate. And then as it started to grow a little bit, and I got more familiar with products, and then I started trying products and trying different styles, and found out what I liked, what I didn't like. And the wash and go was my go-to style that works for me. My hair is low density, so it is like sparse, so twist outs and braid outs, they just didn't look like Napshoes 85. You get what I'm saying? So in my mind, this is what it's supposed to look like, but it wasn't looking like that. So over time, I grew to love what the Lord gave me. I did, and I love it. I love it. I love being natural. I love being free. I love to express me. I love to see me. Like, even when I tried to straighten my hair a few times, I straightened it. I just don't feel like that looks like me anymore. That don't look like me. And it just don't look like me. I don't feel it looks like me. So even though it is me, just a different look, it's just I don't feel like I carry that off well. Like the whole straight hair. And about 2 months ago, I blowed it out because I wanted to trim my ends, and I trimmed it, and then I was getting ready to start flat ironing it to wear it straight for that month, because usually around April-ish, I don't know, I just get a spirit that I just want to wear it straight, or blow it out or whatever. And I usually do it for a month, and then I'm back with my natural hair, my curly hair. Okay, so I blow dried it, trim the ends, and I'm ready to start pressing it. I'm like, I don't even like this. I don't like this, the way this looks, blowed out, I don't like it. So I'm not gonna start the whole heat process. I took my spray bottle and sprayed it all up, took some leave-in conditioner, put that in, and took some gel and went on about my business. Life is good, don't get no better than that when it comes to hair. It don't get no better. I remember the days of wrapping my hair every night and, putting a scarf on, making sure it's tight, and making sure you don't like turn too many times so your scarf may come off, and then you got to be making sure you put it back on and twist it on and make sure you land. Just those days are over, been over, because I started wearing ponytails at night. I couldn't handle that whole wrap stuff, and sleeping on satin pillowcases long before I went natural, long before it. So this has been maintenance of sleeping on a pillowcase and not doing much to go to sleep and not doing much when you wake up is something that I'm used to. But I remember being wrapped and my hair would just be really straight. You wouldn't get that because it was thin or low density. It would just be straight. Just straight. No rounding in. It would just be straight. So then I would have to get out my curling irons and bump it, and then it would just half hour later be straight. So that was annoying. So I wore my hair up or ponytails a lot back then. So, and that was off the beaten path, but I'm bringing it back in because I want to stay focused. I want to bring it back. Okay, so the point of this is I kind of gave you a little background of my relaxed days and my early natural days. But being natural and short, I didn't really appreciate that time span. I don't feel. So now I was like, I don't like this no more. I don't like how my hair grows long in the back. It doesn't grow much in the front. And I'm always trying to pull this out to give it the right shape and push this up or wear it up in a puff or pull it back in the right kind of bun and stretching and all that. And I don't know, I just got kind of tired of that. I said, I'm just going to trim it. So I trimmed it and I was like, I'm going to make a bob. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try this taper cut. Everybody's doing a taper cut. So I'm going to try it. And I still don't see what it looks like. And do you know I had like no reservations about that? None. No reservations. It didn't even cross my mind like, you're not going to like that. I'll take that back. Somebody, I had told one of my friends, I think I'm going to try like tapering my hair off, like cut it really short in the back and the sides and just leave the top. And she was like, you think you don't like that? I'm like, I really don't know, but I'm going to give it a try. Okay. So yeah, that was the only time like somebody gave me negative feedback like that's not going to work out. And once it's gone, it's gone. So it is what it is. I started cutting it, and I have cut it 3 times to get it to this shape. I love it. I love it. I feel like now I can really enjoy this length. I didn't enjoy it before because I was trying to stretch it and make it big, and it didn't, I wasn't happy with the curl pattern. I wasn't happy with the tightness, and I just didn't like it. But now, because I know, when I say I get so many compliments on the fact that my hair is coily and tightly coiled, people are like, how do you get it to coil that tightly? How do you get your hair to curl that perfectly? You get what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know, just do it. You just do it on its own. That's the way it goes. I don't know. I had no explanations. And they're like, oh, you trained it to do that. No, I didn't train it to do that. This is how it grow out of my head. I just keep it moisturized and clean. And then it just does that. Right? I don't care. I mean, think about it. Whether I finger detangle or finger comb, or whether I don't really use a comb and a brush. So I'm not twirling or anything like that. It just happens. So you can just see. I don't know if this is going to show up good, but that's just how it is. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. So considerate. You give me this beautiful, beautiful curl pattern, and I just love it. Yeah. Child, whoop, too cute. So, yeah, so I cut it off, right? A lot, a lot. And I still need to line it a little bit better here, like right in here. And taper this off just a little bit more. And, you know, so it fades nice. But because it's natural, I mean, you can kind of push it in or pull it out, whichever way you want to go. But I actually really, really love this. And initially, of course, I was getting some bad feedback from some of the fam. Like, well, what are you doing? Are you going through something? Is it because you're getting older? What's the problem here? And then you started to get the, wow, that's sassy. You know, that's really growing on me. What did I get? You really rocking that. I can't believe you cut your hair that much. I mean, people are shocked when they initially see it, but then it's like, dog, you did that. That's sharp. So, hey, and you know what's interesting? I don't even care who likes it or don't like it at this point. I'm not going around waiting on you to give me an accolade or give me your affirmation, right? Whereas before, I'm hiding under a wig. Because I don't want nobody to know. I just cut off all my hair and I'm stuck with this fro. But I don't really care. When people are like, you cut your hair? Yes, that's my response. Yes, ain't it cute? Yes. Yeah, I love it. So it is new. It's new for me. But I mean, I can't stop smiling as I look in the camera. I'm looking at the feedback. I love it. I actually love it, and it don't get no better. I love it. So you should try it. I mean, just try it. If you're concerned about length, then maybe not. But I think I cut it to fit my face and the shape of my head, because underneath here, my head is like flat. So I had to really cut it to give it a roundness. And I cut it curly. I did cut it curly. I said never again am I gonna curl it blowed out, because when I blow it out and trim it and try to shape it nicely that way, when I go back curly, it doesn't look right. So I have to go and do more shaping. So now I said, going forward, I will always cut my hair curly, always. I'll cut it like 2 or 3 days into a wash and go, where it's kind of stretched out a little bit and you can really see the shape and it's not so retracted or shrunken. That's the word, shrunken. But where you can really see the shape. So that I will always do, because I don't wear my hair straight. I wear it curly. So, and when you cut it curly and you try to go straight, it's going to be jacked. Just FYI, it will be jacked. And it's taken me all these years to finally put 2 and 2 together. It does equal 4. So, since I wear it curly all the time, all the time. I'm not going to even say 90%. All of the time, I wear it curly. I'm only going to cut it curly and keep it. Now, I kind of want to take off some of this area. Kind of want to take off some of this area, to make it lay in. I know I got a cutting demon on me lately, but what I found is, if I just take a little gel and just put that behind my ears, that's fine. That works too. So y'all, comment below what you think about taper haircuts, on natural hair. If you are, if you have like significant length, would you consider tapering your hair off? and it's been 3 weeks already. I really like it. I really like it. You can't tell me nothing. Girl, can't tell me nothing. Nothing. Okay. Have a blessed day and keep God first in your life. What else? Oh, I wanted to say this too. I just feel like it looks more flattering too. It does look flattering. Like I feel, you know how, what should I say? You have to feel good to exude that type of emotion in the atmosphere, right? You have to be able to put that aura out that you are confident, that you feel good, that you feel sassy, whatever you want to call it, that you feel beautiful. Like I actually feel like, bam, I'm in your face right now because I'm looking good, I'm feeling good. It just doesn't get better than this look right now. And I feel like you can see me, you can still see me, you can feel me. You see my hair, you see my face. You know, I just feel good. I feel good. Like, you see more of me. You see my neck. Oh my God, we're going to work on that. Yeah, I think it's important that whatever if it's clothing, if it's makeup, if it's your hair, that you actually feel comfortable and confident in your presentation, and that other people can feel that too. You know, when you are with them, talking to them, walking, you know, even at work, I come across different now. You know, I know in myself, I feel different at work. And I know they wasn't ready for this. Girl, no, they wasn't ready. They were not ready. But that's what they got. Yeah, that's what they got. So anyway, now have a blessed day and keep God first in your life.